So I finally found someone to talk to here, and mid-conversation, key the mic and nothing happens. So I checked the voltage here to push the talk voltage. It should be, I don't know, around 5 volts, somewhere in that neighborhood. And let me get the meter down here. And I go to the pin and ground and I get 0.88. So some disruption in the PTT line. I'll have to check that again. All right, so here we have, let's see, pin number 2. And, oh, there we go. Okay, pin number 2, I colored it green so you can see that's going to be the 6-volt wire or line from the relay. That's right where it says D602, and then you can see some indications for a coil and 2 lines. Feeds down into Q304, which is the transistor that so I'll circle that right there, that guy there. So the voltage goes from that, about around 6 volts goes from that through the coil and then looks for the ground, and when you key your microphone, that's when it goes to ground, and that energizes the coil and sucks it shut. So if you look, you'll see there's an orange line that comes down. That goes to the control, that goes to the base. Then there's a yellow line. The yellow line gets 6.3 volts right from the transformer. That's for the tube filaments and the light bulb. The tube heater, so and for the light bulb. So I know that's working. That doesn't jump around, that stays fixed. The problem I was having was that I had all kinds of erratic voltages at pin 2. And it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then all of a sudden it was 0. So I checked and I had no voltage right there at the cathode of D301. But I had voltage to the anode. I had 0 volts at the cathode, so it wasn't a short because I had 150 ohms, so you'd think I have to show some kind of voltage drop there. Where does the Q304 get energized from? In other words, what makes it turn on so it conducts? It almost always wants to have the voltage there, unless that base voltage drops really low. So there you can see I'm showing how it's, with the voltage there, it's going to energize that coil. So here's the base voltage at 6.3. So that comes right through that resistor. What's that? I've scribbled all over it, R326. So it's pretty much always going to have voltage when there's voltage on the output of that diode. The only time it won't have voltage is under a couple conditions, and if we yeah, we're following this orange line now. So one of the conditions that would make you have less than 6 volts or low is right here, hit that reset and LED switch right on the front panel. If you move it into the And then you'll see it'll pull that orange wire to ground, so you'd have 0 volts up there. Also, if you go to the switch for your high-low that changes the channel up or down in either of those conditions, you'll see that that would pull it, again, that wire to ground. And then lastly, we can come up here, and this goes over to this little network here that's kind of controlled by the PLL, the phase lock loop, which keeps you on frequency. If that feeds a certain input to this, then it will also send that signal to ground. We're not going to get into the PLL right now. We're just looking at why we don't have it. Now, generally, my voltage around here varied all along the whole time, so I knew it was none of these circuits. Nothing was going to ground, otherwise it would have had ground. So I was coming back here to look at why did I have an AC voltage at D301, but absolutely nothing on the output. So I tested it. Actually, I pulled it out of the circuit, and I tested it with both an ohm meter and a diode checker, and it wasn't open, and it wasn't shorted. It was just an erratic reading, and we'll go down and I'll show you that, and you'll see what that looks like. And then we'll see why. Oh. Alright, so here we have that diode whose job it is to convert AC to DC. And that would be a reverse bias right there. Let's see if I start to move these around, it goes crazy. So you see here we get 28 ohms. Okay, so that works on that side. Let's try it the other way. Let's try forward biased. Alright, the common or the black is going to the cathode. Yeah, I don't know what to make of that. What is it? I don't know. So let's try it on diode test. Well, it kind of looks like at some point it might be a diode, but I don't know what it is. So I'll show you why that's doing that. See a little hairline crack there, starting at the right by the band for the cathode and goes down to the 0, 0. So I can twist it around here and get a better look at it. But not really sure why that would be cracked. But that would be let's see how it opens up if you pull a bit of torque on it. So we have another mystery solved on Tim Time Projects Theater. Hope you learned something. Hope it helps you out. Take care. Thanks for watching.